What's good? What's good? What's good, guys? I hope everybody's feeling good and I hope everybody's feeling great. Today we live for another backtesting session in preparation for the FTO 100k account and 100k challenge. So as you guys know, we are leading up to a very important challenge and a very important test as the Modern Day Trader channel. And part of that test is prepping ourselves in order to trust our strategy, in order to have sufficient numbers for us to have belief and for us to have extra confidence in our trading strategy. And so, with that being said, as you guys can see by the thumbnail and the title, this is a backtesting session with myself. We're just going to go in, and if you guys haven't checked out the previous backtesting session, check it out up there. You'll be able to see that I actually made a little mistake in that I shared my Excel sheet the whole way through. So this time around, we'll be sure to share the charts mainly so that you guys can see what I'm looking at and what I'm explaining, right? So without further ado, let me actually just pull up the charts, right? So this is things from today. I don't really trade on a Thursday. If you do want to know how it's going this week, let me pull up my journal for you guys. So this is my journal, and this week it's looking good. So let me just fold out for this week. I believe I have taken quite a bit of trades. Okay, nope. Let me go to Sunday. There we go. So 5 trades equaling a total of 3R. You can see that we started off the week pretty flat in that we broke even on our first trade. We then hit a winner, loser, and then we went on a decent win streak. So we're up 3R for the week, pretty clean week. So yeah, that's how the week's going now. This session's not going to be focused on what the week looks like. So let me just actually stop sharing and show you guys exactly what we are going to be going through. So let me just bring this up real quick. And this is the Excel sheet. So as you guys know, I've finished March already, and March is looking quite clean. So what you guys can see is that in March, week number one, just a quick recap of what we did last time. Week number one, we took one trade, and the one trade would have lost perfectly fine. Uh, then week number two, what you can see is that we took a total of 4 trades. We would have won 3 of them trades, and yeah, it's looking pretty clean. What you can see is that all this was 100%. So the daily and the 4H correlation in week number two turned out to be 100%. Week number three, daily and 4H ended up being a 50%. 4H correlation 50%. No daily, 4H correlation 100%. Daily and 4H no trades, as you can see here, totaling 5 trades and a 60% win rate or potential win rate at that. And so going into the fourth week, you can see that we have a total of 3 trades taken, 2-1 with daily and 4H correlation. And then just the 4H correlation, you can see that it's 100%. And then if we just total all the trades, which I didn't really do, if we say equal to plus 4 plus 5 plus 4 plus 1, you can see that there would have been potentially 19 trades for the month of March, which is quite a bit, actually. So on average, so far, I've been averaging roughly between, I'd say, 12 to 20 trades per month on average for the first quarter of 2023. However, going into April, I actually changed the layout of what I will be doing. And what you guys can see is that I will be doing this at the end of each day. And the reason why I'm doing this is I was thinking about it realistically, and for the data that I want at the end of this, for me to make a consolidated sheet at the end, I would like to have how Monday performed in and of itself, how Tuesday performed, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, right? Not just for a particular week. And I wouldn't want numbers for a whole week per se. So then what I did was I separated them for each day, uh, and just having it equal to, if I had a trade on that Monday, what were the chances of it playing out? And then I can then aggregate that over 52 weeks and see over 52 weeks on average what was my trade percentage on a Monday, what was my trade percentage on a Tuesday, and then I can then go ahead and do on average what was my trade percentage for week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, and week 5 in each month. And then after that, I can then go into more detail with what I have. So this is the change that I'm going to be making from here on forward. Now, what you can see that I only really made this change for week 1. I need to make it for all of the weeks, but it's a simple copy paste scenario. So yeah, so you guys can see that I had already done Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday so far in this week. Oh, I did Thursday too. Thursday. So I just need to do Friday, and then week number 1's done for April. So the goal for this session from now until 8 o'clock is to hopefully finish April. And then if we can finish April, then just fix the layout for the rest of the quarter at least, if we can't do the whole year. And then, yeah, then we can call it a session and we would have collected enough data. So I'm not making the same mistake that I did before. I'm going to stop sharing the screen, and then I'm going to jump on the charts, and I will move my Excel over. And instead of showing you guys the Excel, I will show you guys the charts, and we will then move forward from that. Okay, so let me just stop this sharing, and that's me. Let's go to the charts. Okay, perfect. That's perfect. So we need to look at April the 7th. So Friday, April the 7th, 2023. So it's pretty simple. You're going to click on that. You're going to go to 2023, April the 7th, right? April the 7th. And all we're going to be doing is we're going to be checking. So as I mentioned, we're backtesting bias, right? That's what we're doing. We're just backtesting what our bias could potentially be. So we're going to determine where this could have potentially gone based on how we look at the market. So what did the previous day do? Thursday the 6th was bullish, right? So if we're going down to the 4H, if we have 4H and daily, so then that means the 4H would also be bullish. And what you can see, okay, that's not 3 o'clock. We need to go to 3 o'clock because this is the candle before we trade. So what you can now see is that the 3 o'clock candle closed bullish. So that what that basically means is that we have daily and 4H correlation, and we can put that down on our Excel sheet as a potential for us to trade in that session just based on daily and 4H correlation, meaning we could potentially get a 1-to-1 in this next 4H candle. What you can see is that the next 4H candle closed bearish. So we're going to measure that from the open to the highest point in which it moved in our direction. You can see that that's 37 pips. And as I mentioned in the previous session, we rounded down to the nearest 5. So we'll be saying the next candle moved 35 pips in our direction, and it was bullish. And now what we're going to do is we are going to be going through 4H correlation across all pairs just to see if we could have potentially gotten 4H correlation. So onto pound USD, let's check this. Bullish, that's perfect. All we need now is 3 more bullish pairs. That's bearish, that's a shame. Let's see, do we have a bullish candle? That is, what is that? So we have the open being 631 and we have the close being 637. So that indeed is a bullish candle closure. Let's see what the next pair has. USD, JPY, bearish. Okay, so we don't have 4H correlation, and that's that for that Friday. So that Friday, we had the daily and the 4H in our direction, and that was it. We won't be trading the afternoon session because there is news. So now all we need to do is record it. We have 100% win rate on that particular day, and yeah, that's about it. So then for this week, let's see, for week 1, we have 3 trades. I won't be sharing with you guys because it's going to take too much time. We have 3 potential trades, and of that 3 trades, we have 1 winner essentially. But then what I can see, no, sorry, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 potential trades, and we have 3 winners and 2 losers. Yeah, let me actually just show you guys this. So here we go. Okay, perfect. So Monday we had 2 winners. Tuesday we had a loser. We anticipated a buy. Now this could have potentially been a winner just because price action actually moved 60 pips in our direction. Wednesday we took, I think I should actually delete these right here, delete that, and delete these, just because in that way it looks a bit cleaner and I can exactly see on which particular candle, which particular directional bias I took a trade in, if there was any trade on that particular day. You can see on this day there was no trade, mainly because we had a bearish bias from a daily and 4H green and 4H correlation. The next candle closed bullish, but that candle didn't move more than 5 pips in our direction. So there was no way that we would have actually taken a trade on that particular day. So it's all zeros right through here. Let's make that 0. I don't want that to be percent. As I mentioned earlier, okay, maybe we need to make a percentages. And then we can take these out. Make this 0, 0, 0. It should in theory be nothing. So let's do number. Nope. Let's do accounting. But I don't want the rands there, bro. General. Number. Damn it, bro. There we go. That's what I want. Let's do this. Boom. And then copy, paste. Copy, paste, paste, paste. There we go. And what I've actually realized is that as you guys take a look at this, I think there's a high chance that as I go through this Excel sheet, that it will change and continue changing. And the reason why I'm saying that is because the more information I want to extract out of this, the more things I might add. Now, I don't think that the actual information in and of itself might change, but I do think there will be additives to it. Like previously, I was looking at it like this. Now, this, in a sense of like looking at the information and being able to capture the information, it looks clean, but I don't think it's going to serve the same purpose as this does, because now I'll be able to extract information for a particular day, which is more important too. So then you know what your average is over 52 weeks or 51 weeks, or whatever the number of weeks there is. Because I know in January we didn't trade the first Monday, so over 51 weeks potentially. what the numbers are on a Monday, what the numbers are on a Tuesday, and that's something that I'm really looking forward to. So let me just adjust this. And if you guys are asking or even thinking, where did I get this idea? I was watching a podcast, and on the podcast, some gent said, he basically said that you need to be able to know your ins and outs of your strategy and what your strategy does on its own without the human aspect of things. And that to me was it was kind of eye-opening, because if somebody can tell you what their numbers are for a particular strategy without thinking about it, like over time, if they can speak about what their numbers did for the strategy for the past year, I don't think like anybody would ask questions. And that's just the reality of things. And because we're in a numbers business and it's stats that you're doing ultimately, and you're just trying to align everything in your direction, like you just need to know and have the confidence in your strategy and know what it does. And the more you know, the easier it's going to be to make a decision. So yeah, guys, like you need to backtest your strategy. You need to know what the chances of, if you trade ICT for instance, and you need prices to, let's say, grab liquidity above or below a daily high, you need to be able to know what the chances are of that thing happening on a Tuesday. What happens on that Tuesday, or how does price get displaced or moved out of that range? Does it continue if it's a Tuesday, or does it create the high or low of the week on a Tuesday or Wednesday? You need to know these things. And right enough, I don't hate that particular strategy in that way, or I don't hate that strategy at all. But I think the principle of it all is what makes sense. If you can grasp that concept of just the principle, then I think there's no stopping you, because then you know, you once you know everything about your strategy, there's nothing nobody can tell you about your particular strategy, and nobody can tell you whether it works or not. It will just come down to either it works or it doesn't, and it's just about risk management, keeping you in check basically. So let's copy this for week 3, 4, and 5. So copy, paste, paste. That's week 4, week 5. Okay. So now that was week 1, week 2. Okay. So now let me get back to sharing my charts. Righto. Screen. Okay. So going back to pound USD. So what we're going to do is, because it's a new week, we need to take a look at Forex Factor and check the news, because number one, we don't trade when there's news. And number two, we just need to know when there is trade for the news in that particular time, so that we know what to do. So let's go to April of 2023, the 1st, all the way through to May, and then we can take a look at that. So right now we are looking at, I think, the 8th. So the 7th was a Friday, so Monday the 10th. So let's put this here, Monday the 10th of April, Tuesday the 11th, Wednesday the 12th, Thursday the 13th, and Friday the 14th. There was no water in that thing, bro. Okay, let's take a look. So Monday is actually a bank holiday, so we have no news. So we have trading sessions that day. Tuesday, there's no real news. Wednesday, you can see we have pound news. in the 3 o'clock candle. So we mark that on Wednesday. There's news, we won't be trading that particular day. Thursday, there's pound news at 8 o'clock, so we won't be trading Thursday London session. Yes. And then there's also USD news, so we'll be putting that in Thursday to Friday. There's USD news on Friday, so we can trade London session on Friday. There we go. Righto. So now we have that we put in place. So now we're gonna go to Monday. We want to check what the daily did on the prior Friday. So we go to Monday the 10th, and what you can see is that Friday, that's Friday closed bullish, right? So we're gonna go to the 4H. We can anticipate that price action closed bullish at 3 o'clock. What happened? We had a bearish closure. Bomb. Okay, we don't have daily and 4H correlate 4H. So now we're gonna check 4H correlation across the pairs for the 3 o'clock close, or the 3 o'clock open, 7 o'clock close. There we go. We have 2 bearish candles, 3 bearish candles. Let's go. We need 2 more. Is that a bullish candle? That is a bullish candle. Let's see what USD is doing. That's bullish. Okay, so there's no trade on that particular session. Let's go to the next session on Monday, which would be the 7 o'clock open, 11 o'clock close. Okay. This is AJ. We need to look at, okay. So now you can see that the daily was bullish. The 4H is bearish. Let's see, do we have 4H correlation? Okay, that's not there. We might have correlation across the yen pairs. Okay, that's 2. That's 3, 4, and 5. So we have 4H correlation across all pairs, which is quite key. The next candle, so what you can see is that we have 4H, so we could potentially look for sells in this next 4H candle, but you can see that the next 4H candle clearly pushed bullish. Now all you're going to do is you're going to mark off how much pips it would have moved in your direction from the open, and it would have moved 3 pips. So rounding that down, it would have moved 0 pips. So even though the next candle was bullish, there would have been no trade, because there was no way that 3 pips in our direction would have given us anything at all, which is perfectly fine. So now we're going on to Tuesday. There's no trades on that particular day, so let's just mark that off. So we had no trades on Monday the 10th. Let's go to the daily again and check what's going on. So we're looking at Monday as the previous daily candle. What you can see is that Monday was bullish. Let's check what the next the 4H at 3 o'clock is doing. Here we go. We need to be on Tuesday. Bullish. That's perfect. Okay, so we have daily and 4H correlation across all pairs. Well, not 4H correlation. We have the daily and the 4H in alignment. So now we can go through all the pairs and see if all the pairs have bullish candles. So we have 2 bullish candles. Remember, we need 5 of 6. That's 3 bullish candles. 4 bullish candles. We need 1 more. That's a doji candle. The open is 402. The close is 398. That's actually a bearish candle, bearish doji. What did AJ do? Bullish. Okay, so that's good. So now we have the daily and the 4H aligning on pound yen. We also have 4H correlation across all pairs. So what that means in the next session, which you can see the next candle closed bullish, right? In the next session, I could have taken a 1 to 2. And now we're going to say from the open all the way to the top, you can see that's a 33 pip move. And so what we're going to do is we're going to now round that down to the closest 0 or 5. So that would be 30. And that would have potentially been a winner. So on Tuesday in London session, we had the daily and 4H agreeing plus 4H correlation with the next candle moving in our direction for 30 pips, and we would have potentially taken a buy. Okay, perfect. So without just going on to the next candle, you can see that the next candle is bullish, and what that basically means is that we have daily and 4H because the daily closed bullish in our direction. Let's go through all pairs at 7 o'clock to see exactly how these candles close. So we have the second bullish candle. We need 3 more out of the 4. That is a close one. That's a bearish candle. So how do I know whether it's bearish or bullish? You see here at the top, so the O means open, the H means high, the L means low, and the C means close. So if your close is higher than your open on a doji candle like this, if your close is higher than your open on a doji candle, that means it's a bullish candle. If your close is lower than your open, that means it's a bearish candle. So on this particular doji candle, you can see that the open was 145,178 and the close was 145,176, which in turn means it's a bearish candle. So let's continue on to the next candle. Boom, that's bearish. Okay, we don't even have to go through the others. We can go straight to pound yen once again. We know that we only have daily and 4H. So now we're going to take a look at what the next candle was. The next candle was actually bearish. Let's see if we had a potential move here. So from open to the close, that is 18 pips. So that would have potentially been a loss, and that is perfectly fine. The next candle, so we have a bullish daily and 4H. Next candle was bearish, 15 pips in our direction because we're rounding down, remember? And then this would have potentially been a buy, but we would have taken a buy, but there was potential that we could have taken an L. We just need to keep it consistent and keep it as honest and close to the truth as possible. Okay, we're just collecting the idea. This is nothing personal, nothing to do with the strategy. All we're doing is collecting data. Bear that in mind. When you're backtesting, all you're doing is collecting data. So we took one daily and 4H. That was 0. That is 0% gain. And then we took one of those, and this is 100%. Boom. Let's add a percentage here. Let's add a percentage here. Perfect. Okay, we're moving on to Wednesday. So Monday we had no trades. Tuesday we had 2 trades in this week, and one would have been a winner, one would have been a loser, just based on the numbers. Let's go to Wednesday and see what's up, man. We on pound yen. So this is the Wednesday candle. Tuesday was bullish, so we have a daily bullish bias. Let's go to the 4H, drop down to the 3 o'clock candle, and what you can see is that at this 3 o'clock candle we have daily and 4H aligning, so we have that potential bias. So let me mark that as bullish, and then we can go through all pairs to see if we have 4H correlation. Bullish, 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 and next one is bullish. Okay, so we have the daily and the 4H plus 4H correlation. And then let's see what the next candle did. Did it move in our direction or didn't it? So it closed bearish, but how much pips did it actually move in our direction? Let's see. A total of 22 pips. So we rounded it down to go to 20. I feel like this should have probably been either lose or break even, but just because we are only doing winners and losers in this case, or directional bias and what the next 4H candle is doing, that's potentially a loser. And It just is what it is. So the next candle being the 7 o'clock candle, we have a bearish candle, meaning that the only potential way, we're not even trading this session. Sorry guys, we're not trading this session. There's news on the Wednesday. Thursday, there's no trades because there's news in both sessions. It is what it is. And let's see, Friday we trade in London session. So Friday the 14th of April 2023. Let's see what's going on. This is Friday. The previous day was bearish. Let's see if we have the daily and the 4H aligning. Do we have a bearish candle? We have a bullish candle. Damn. Now we need 4H correlation in order to even have a trading session. So that's 2 bullish candles. Do we have 3? We have 3. Do we have 4? Do I have a 4? Do I have a 4? Okay, what is this? Open 433, close 431. We don't have 4. What is pound USD JPY doing? Damn. So there's no trades on that particular day. So in total for this week, we've taken 3 trades, and this just speaks to the nature of my strategy. Some trades, some weeks are there's a lot of trades where you can get 5 to 6 trades a week. Other weeks, it's just quiet, and there's nothing you can really do about it. You just need to take it to the chin, take it as it comes, and trade when you can trade, and take advantage of every potential opportunity. Because if you don't, then you're really not doing what you need to. Let's go back to my Forex funds. My Forex funds. Let's go back to the Forex factory and check the news for the next week. So you can see the next week starts on April the 17th. Okay, guys, I'm going to stop speaking for a bit, and then I'm just going to back this because I feel like I'm going to be able to finish more work. And this is a back this with me session, not necessarily me explaining everything. So yeah, you guys can back this with me if you want to. If not, then you can watch me back this. But I'm not going to speak too much just because my throat is still paining from the flu. Not the flu, but like hay fever and shit. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm trying to smoke too while I'm back tasting. So yeah, bro. Let me go on capturing this, and then I'll go into the week. And whenever I speak, I speak. But for now, I am going to work. Let's get into it, boys and ladies. Okay, let's see. So Monday. So, these are 2. Okay, no trading on Tuesday the 18th. No trading on Wednesday in the London session, but the potential. Thursday unemployment claims. And then Friday. You know, now I said I'm not going to speak. But damn, bro. You know, there's this 1 week in the month. Let me show you guys. This is 1 week in the month that is just horrific for my strategy, bro. Let me show you. So share screen. Look at this. What on earth am I supposed? So I just put in the news now. As you guys could see, I was on Forex Factory, and where there's a yes, it basically means I can't trade that session. And I know this week. And it roughly changes because it's around mid-month. So it's either it falls into week 2 and week 3, but generally it falls into week 3 of the month. And look at this. I can't trade New York session there. I can't trade whole day Tuesday. Wednesday there's one trading session in New York. Thursday there's one trading session. Friday there's no trading sessions. What nonsense is that, bro? That is nonsense. But anyway, let me just jump back into the charts and get the sharing with the charts, bro. Okay. Let's whip it. So on Monday we had one trading session or one potential trading session, which would have been London. So we're gonna go Monday the 17th. So what was Friday? Friday closed bullish, which is good. Let's take a look at what the 3 o'clock close had in mind. Bullish candle. Okay, that's good. Monday there was a bullish candle. So we had the daily and the 4H. Do we have 4H correlation? Let's see. 4H correlation. That's 3. Do we have 4? That's 4. Do we have 5? Give me a 5, baby. Give me a. Oh, we got 5. Do we have a 6? Do we have a 6? Yes, we have a 6. So we have 4H correlations right across all pairs, which is wonderful improvement. So we can mark that off. Then unfortunately, what you can see is that the next candle closed bearish with 16 pips to the upside. So we're marking that as 15 pips. Next candle was bearish, potentially buys. So we would have probably taken an L on this trade. It's just part of the game, maybe. It's just part of the game. So we're not trading Monday again. We can go on to Tuesday. We got 0 right there. Minus 100%. Minus 1. Let's do that. Percentage. There we go. Okay. Let's go on to, so there's no trades Tuesday as I mentioned earlier. Wednesday we trade in New York session. Let's see. New York session. Oh, we're not trading Tuesday. We trade in. We trade in. We trade in. What day is this? We trade in. Sorry, I got distracted. Wednesday. Wednesday the 19th, sorry. So let's go to the 4H. And you can see all those people. bullish, bullish. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Bloody hell. There we go. Bullish. 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 Okay. So I have daily and 4H being bullish. That is bearish. How much pips is this? 15 pips. Buy now. One trade, 0 wins. Thursday. Oh, that would have been a shit week. This week would have been ass, bro. Such ass. Oh, let's see. We trading Thursday. Thursday on pound yen, so Wednesday was bullish. Hey, this week would have been ass, bro. Damn. What session are we trading? London session. So we'd be looking at this. Okay. So the previous candle was bearish, right? Previous candle Thursday, Wednesday. So we're trading Thursday, candle Wednesday. Bullish. Okay, so we're looking for bullish candles in the 4 time frame. Let's see, we have bearish candles across the board. Bullish candle. I don't know. The internet is getting bearish. I don't think this is gonna work. I don't think it's gonna work. Bearish, unless we have bearish candles moving forward. What does USD JPY? Is it bearish? Is it bullish? What is it? Whenever it pops up, bearish. What does AJ have? That for age correlation for what you can see is that the next candle closed bullish, but we did have a big push to the downside of 41 pips. Now I'm gonna have to concede that on the basis of the next candle being bullish, it would be a lose. But the good thing is that there's a high chance that I could have gotten 1-to-1 in this push to the upside or to the downside, sorry, because it's 40 pips, and so there was a high chance that that would have been a winner. This week we would have taken a total of 1, 2, 3 trades, and not one of them being winners. Imagine. I mean, in theory, not one of them being winners. The last one potentially being a winner. The reason why it's not a winner is because we are taking into account what the next candle is doing. That's all we're doing. My boy Sam is going to be starting his live soon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end my live here, and we can jump onto Sam's live, and I'll backtest while he's backtesting in the background. But let me show you guys before I do go what I complete in this backtesting session of 45 minutes. So where is it? Here we go. Let me share the Excel. So we completed week 2 and week 3. Hopefully by the end of today, I would have completed week 4 and 5. But ultimately, what you can see is that we would have had a really good week in. Oh, sorry, I'm not really sharing. Here we go. There we go. So for the month of April, we would have had a really good week 1. Would have had an extremely good week 1 with a total of 5 trades. We would have taken 1, 2, 3 trades with winning 1 trade, 3 losers. This could have potentially been a winner, but unfortunately, it just is what it is. Yeah. So, guys, jump onto Sam's live, as I mentioned, and I think this will probably end up being around April. Would have probably ended up being around a 15 to 19 trade month once I'm done, and then we'll see how it goes. So until next time, guys, on another live backtesting session with your boy, and stay tuned for our weekly review. I'm actually looking at being a really good week with regards to trading. We're up 3% so far. Hopefully we can finish the week off strong tomorrow, and we'll see what tomorrow holds. But from your boy, and a lovely weekend too. You'll catch my video dropping on Sunday, 5 p.m. South African Standard Time. From your boy. Peace out, man.